What's up, my hunting brothers and sisters? Today we are going to check out a brand new product from a company in Michigan called UltiMator. This is their new gear hanger system for you mobile hunters out there, or anybody hunting, say, on public land where you don't want to screw into a tree. This is a very slick setup, all made in the USA, lightweight, very packable. So stay tuned and check this bad boy out. Boom, some more gear came in the mail. So this package came from a company called UltiMator. John Richards owns this company. If you're not familiar with who UltiMator is, real quick, maybe if you're into saddle hunting or mobile hunting, you might be. UltiMator was started by John a few years back, making aiders, the flexible climbing steps that you would put on your climbing sticks for saddle hunting or tree stand hunting or whatever. Helps you get higher with less like physical metal or carbon sticks. Anyways, so years ago I bought some of John's like original. It was like they weren't prototypes, but he'd just come to market with them. This is before he was kind of producing them at scale like he is now. I bought them. I've loved them. I bought other products of his. I don't really know him outside of I met him a little bit. We talked for probably 30 minutes last year at the Mobile Hunter Expo that I went to. And ever since then, he's just kind of stayed in touch with me. And I have no affiliation with him, no professional affiliation, anything. I bought a bunch of his products. So he reached out to me here recently and said, hey, I got a new product coming to market and I want to send you one. He hasn't even released the videos that he's done to the public yet, as of right now today. So he sent me this. So I believe this is production, but there may end up being a few tweaks to this afterwards. I don't know. So let's take a look at this real quick. I can tell you basically what it is a new type of gear hanger for saddle hunting, mobile hunting, just tree stand. I mean, guys who hunt public and you don't want to, or it's against the law maybe to screw something into a tree, you know, whatever. So, woo, check it out. What's this? He's got a decal in here. That's just something. Oh, this is, oh, the package broke off right there. I got me a decal. Okay, so corner of the package, the line card here broke off. But basically, what we have here is a gear hanger setup. And it all collapses and nests in on itself. And he's got 3 different arms that you can swap out. So I'm going to pull this off the card real quick and we're going to take a look at it. Now, as I understand it, all this stuff is made by John in his little setup that I believe is up in Michigan. Yes, he's in Michigan. So made in the USA, as far as I know, everything that he makes is. This stuff all appears to be 3D printed, basically. Get this stuff out of the way. So you basically have a gear hanger, and again, we've got a short arm, we got a medium arm that's on it, and we got a long arm. We'll take a look at that here in a second. And he basically has got... I think he calls this his modified G-loop here. The hook's on the end. You get your strap that would go around the tree. We'll go out to a tree here in just a few minutes and check this thing out. And one of the cool things he was showing me in a video that he did is the whole thing nests. So basically what you've got here is, if you loosen this strap up, the hanger itself nests in these hooks. A little more gear strap out here. There we go. All right. So here's the gear hanger itself. So we're going to attach this whole thing to a tree, and then this folds down. And so basically you can hang your bow or your gun off of this hook. And again, you can swap out if you want the longer one. Like some of these double limb bows now, the limbs are so wide. Maybe the long one is you know, what you want. Maybe you just got a single limb, or you just want to hang from your cam or something, or you got a rifle on a sling, you got the little one, or you go middle of the road. Then he also has these gear hooks in here, and they've got these pegs. He was telling me about this, printed into them so they all interlock and nest, and then they can go around the tree and you can hang your pack or whatever off of them. And one of the cool features that he was showing me as well is these slots for the strap are just big enough. See, nothing slides on its own, but you can move stuff. So I don't know, like I've got some Ring of Steps, you know, a couple different brands of them. You put them on these webbing and you pick them up and they all go all the way down, and then they're kind of a pain to get around the tree. So it's kind of nice that these move easy by hand, but they don't all just zip down in one spot. So I think from hanging a gear or hanging this and getting positioned where you want, I think that'll be pretty nice. In the tag end of the strap, he also has a loop on here so you can hang a bag on it. But I believe you basically are going to wrap this thing around the tree. You're going to hook into this and you're going to tighten the whole thing down. But we'll go out and throw it on a tree and check it out. But pretty impressed, really. Again, you know, the way it all nests and everything. You know, I think it's not confusing at all, but I think one of these deals, you know, you play with it a little bit and, you know, you get it. You get the whole thing down in a system. Fold that up, and then that, oh yeah, and then that just kind of snaps down in there like that, and then you can just wind your strap up around the whole thing. So it kind of works. You just pull a little bit of a loop out through one way or another, and then pull this straight up and out. So rather than slide it like I was struggling with before. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm definitely a fan of the orange. You know, it sticks out. You can see it. If you drop it on the ground, you can see it. Yeah, so cool. Let's go throw this thing on a tree and let's check it out. All right, so here we are at the tree. Again, this is how it would be in your pack. Basically, all nested together, nice and tight. Pull this thing out. I've not put it on a tree yet, so we're going to check it out here together. But basically, just loosen it up. Unwind the whole thing. Okay, and pull a little bit of this loop back through. When you do that, then the whole thing just slides out like that, basically. Okay, so now as I understand this, basically because I want this to fold down, so that goes against the back of the tree. Okay, so I would, if I was saddle hunting, I would be facing like this. I like my bow here and my gear hanging like that because I'm a right-handed shooter. Okay, so we're basically going to throw this around the tree. Okay. Again, I've never put this on the tree as of yet, but I do need to shorten this way, way up for this tree here. Okay, let's shorten this up right now. Try this again. All right. So go around the tree like this. Okay, and again, these are kind of nice because they don't like flop all over the place. You can take this G hook and put it in this hole, and then basically it's that simple. It really is that simple to tighten this whole thing up. Okay, so boom, get yourself a hook right there, and then you got these three nest hooks that are nested, and you can separate these around the tree and hang them. Get out of your way. Put them about wherever you want. Okay. Now, of course, when you're up there in the tree on your saddle, you can't walk around the tree, but you can fiddle around and get things how you want. You could position this tag in relative to things however you wanted. That's pretty slick, to be honest with you. So as far as the bow hanger goes, here's basically my bow. Let's take the quiver off of it. So you can see this is a double limb bow, fairly wide one. It's an Athens bow, and this is on the medium hook, and there's plenty of room left over. And then you can use these hooks here for, say, hanging your quiver, You know, you can put them, obviously you can put it wherever you want. I tend to like my quiver round and out of the way and all that stuff. If you want to hang a pack, you got some options when it comes to hanging a pack. You could obviously hang a pack off a strap, or I'll just use this, here I'll use this Hero clip here. I could hang the Hero clip directly like that if that's what I wanted to. I could hang it down off of this tag loop and have it be clear down out of the way if I wanted to. One of the things John said was you could actually space these things out, these hooks, and you could say, let's get rid of my quiver here. You could hang, say, that there on that hook. So now you got a loop. Now you can hang your pack on that loop. There's a zillion different ways to do this, actually. And that's, not gonna lie, that's pretty slick. I kind of like this setup. I've used a bunch of different gear hangers. Some I like more than others. I haven't hunted with this. I've had literally this amount of time to spend with it. I think it's pretty slick. John sent me some videos and he was hanging like weights. I can't remember how much weight he hung off of the medium, but it was crazy. I want to say like 35 or 45 pounds off of it. You know, I mean, I don't want to, if we seat it home, I don't want to break it, but I'm pulling down on it pretty hard right there. So it'll support a lot of weight. Basically, any bow or any gun. I mean, the stuff's made pretty durable. Knowing John, if you broke something, I'm sure he'd stand behind it. He just always seems to be a really good guy. Like I said, I've used a lot of his products, his aiders. I mean, here's his little bag that he sells for all your one-sticking stuff. Again, I've bought all the stuff from him. He hasn't cut me any breaks or any deals or anything. I spent, 30 minutes or so talking to him just about a year ago, and he's just stayed in touch ever since. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this whole thing. It's quiet. There's no metal outside of the G-hook, but there's nothing else metal on here for to bang against. There's a bolt that goes through here. Obviously, it's metal. The whole thing's pretty slick. I mean, take it off, and the whole thing folds right up. Again, you can change out to a different arm if that's what you wanted. Everything nests together. Man, what else do you say? Good dude, good company, made in the USA. Michigan company, supports mobile hunting and saddle hunting and just hunting in general. So I'd say this is a pretty good buy. So yeah, check them out. I'll put a link to their website down below. Again, I have no affiliation, although I did not pay for this, and I assume I get to keep it. But yeah, check them out. I don't think you can go wrong. I don't know what the retail price of this is going to be, but I can't believe it'd be too awful bad. So anyways, sweet. All right, as always, God bless, stay safe. Deer seasons are still a long ways away, but as always, it's a new day in the outdoors.